Now let's talk about Israel's war in Gaza. More specifically, how Israel has been arming itself. For decades, the US has been Israel's biggest military backer, and that's unlikely to change anytime soon. But Israel could be investing in other defense partners. One of them could be India. A new report has come out. It makes a significant claim. The report says Israel got access to Indian weapons, stuff like rockets and rocket engines, explosives and propellant for cannons. Apparently, these weapons were transferred from India to Israel during this war. These supplies were shipped back in April. Such claims have been made before as well. Earlier this month, an Israeli diplomat gave an interview. His name is Daniel Carman. Now, he has served as Israel's ambassador to India from 2014 to 2018. Ambassador Carman spoke about these reports. He said, and I quote, "The Indians always remind us that Israel was there for them during the Kargil War. Israel was one of the few countries that stood by them and provided them with weapons. The Indians don't forget this and might now be returning the favor." So what is the backstory here? Let's try to connect the dots. Back in May, Spain turned away a ship. It wanted to dock at a Spanish port, but it was denied permission. The ship had the flag of Denmark, and reports say it began its journey from India's Chennai. The ship was headed to Israel's Haifa port. It wanted to make a stop at Spain's Cartagena port, presumably for restocking and refueling. But Madrid refused to welcome the ship. And they said the ship had 27 tons of explosives, so it wasn't allowed to dock in Spain. Spain has been a fierce critic of Israel's war. This is mainly due to the rising civilian casualties. In response, it has suspended arms export licenses to Israel. It has also extended support to Palestinians. Recently, Spain joined the European states and recognized the state of Palestine. So that's the position of Spain. It is against the war, and it wants the hostilities to end. There was another claim that made waves this year. It was in the form of a video. We had showed you this clip earlier on this show. Allegedly, this was recorded in Gaza. It came out right after a refugee camp was bombed. These are believed to be remains of a missile. Apparently, this was dropped by Israeli warplanes. There is a label on it which reads, "Made in India." This video was widely distributed by pro-Palestinian social media accounts. We haven't been able to independently verify it, but this story has taken on a life of its own. There are multiple versions, including this one. It came out last month. It says, "Third-party vendors are probably supplying arms to Israel." On its part, New Delhi has stuck to its position. It condemns the terror attack by the Hamas, but it wants the hostilities to end. India backs a two-state solution to this conflict. This month, at a meeting of BRICS foreign ministers, India has signed off on a firm joint statement. It refers to the Israeli operation in Rafah as an occupation. It also is worth considering history here. Defense ties have shaped the India-Israel relationship, and this has been an important partnership for New Delhi. For years, Israel has been more willing to share advanced defense technology and know-how with India. New Delhi recognized Israel in 1950, but diplomatic ties were established only in 1992. Israel's military support to India predates that. Israel helped India during the 1971 war, which led to the liberation of Bangladesh. Israel had secretly provided weapons and instructors to India. Then, in 1999, when Pakistan's soldiers infiltrated India at Kargil, Israel came to India's aid again. It transferred sophisticated weapons to India. So the relationship runs deep. But over the years, it hasn't influenced India's overall approach to the Palestine issue. And judging by India's recent statements on the war, that still seems to be the case.
Western